Hello ladies and gentlemen, MarauderEX here, back with more Let's Play Shining Force 3, Scenario 2. First and foremost, I missed a scene. I missed something. I could not record it because I just stopped the recording. I walked out and I could not set my system up to record another one in time to see the scene. So what we missed is the second that we walked out of Garvin's mansion here in Saraband. The second we walk out, Honesty flies down and talks to us. I do have her script, so I'll read that off to you so you can know what she says. It's not anything major or story driven, so that's why I'm not too sad about not having it there. I do feel kind of bad that I am omitting it, but it's not anything major. Honesty flies down. Now I have this letter from the Emperor. I need to go to Dystonia. This is a very worrying moment. Emperor Domaric's letter must be passed on to Prince Majoron. The Emperor is anxious that no one else reads this letter. It's highly confidential. I intend to consult General Rogan about this. I really suggest you tread carefully as well, my prince. So, she makes it very well known that only Majoron can see this. Can see the letter. He's the only one allowed to see the letter. That's the only person. Like, she seems very adamant on secret letter only for him. That's gonna play a part later. So just keep that in mind. I'm gonna head back in to the governor's mansion now to see if I can find an item. It says you can only get it by aggressing through the next battle, but I don't know if if that's the case or what. It's the room that Domaric went into to write the letter. Hopefully he's left and it's available now, so we'll see what happens. If not, we've got other stuff that we can do, and I can just, again, aggress out of that battle. Yeah, it looks like I can't. It looks like it's after the letter's written, Emperor Domaric will come and take care of the rest. So yeah, I can't get into there now, so I will have to aggress. So yeah, that's fun. Next thing I'm going to talk about, since this episode's not going to be massively important, it's just bridging into the next bit that is. Weapons and items and such. Everyone has a mithril class weapon except for Bernard. Mist Rapier. One thing that I wanted to talk about it. Depending on which site you use as a guide, if you use which site is this? The Home of Shining Force 3 site welcomes you. The site done by Wolfgang. The items are a little awkward as far as their naming. If you search under rapiers, you've got the Magic Rapier, which is purple, the Mist Rapier, which is green, and the Shine Rapier. Those are the three mithril class weapons for rapier. And it even says here, critical +5 special attack. But that is not the right thing. If you check under the Jimson site for weapons, for rapiers, you've got Mist Rapier, which is what we have, Magic Rapier, which is not what we have, and the Shine Rapier. But they're in a different order. You've got the purple, and then the green, and then the blue. The purple, which is the one we have, has agility +8, critical +5, skill, Mist Feint. But if you look at the names underneath them, they have a different name. So the Mist Rapier and the Magic Rapier have each other's name underneath it. So it's all backwards. Whereas Wolfgang's site has the right names and descriptions, but the wrong picture. because it looks like they just switched the names depending on what translation you've got. So yeah, this one does not give MP back, but it says it has a higher attack. Whereas if I check Jumson's site, it is not right. So there is some discrepancy with the equipment there. So this is the lowest tier. According to one site, this is the lowest tier. According to another site, this is the middle tier. I'm gonna actually go out and, based off of its stats, say that this is the lowest tier, and they just got the picture wrong. So this is the lowest tier weapon. Holy Lance is what we've got on Campbell. Not the strongest lance attack-wise, but it also does give region of 3 HP a turn. I also went ahead and gave him the Rune Spear, because he does have slightly higher skill in spears than Arthur did. And Arthur has magic, so he does not necessarily need a ranged item. Nothing for my casters. Waltz, the Mithril Quarrel is the lowest tier, so we didn't do anything with that. Giant Axe we already knew about. Robin Bow, Hazuki's got that. Silver Spear, Volcano Wand. We put the Holy Halberd on Arthur. Regen of 3 HP. Eventually I'm going to make an Arc Halberd for him because he does have magic, so that is going to be the best weapon for him, hands down. But everyone except for everyone in my force except for Bernard has a mithril weapon of some class. Why can't I leave that way? It's not letting me through the door. There it goes. Odd problem. So yeah, that's fun. That's what I've been doing. I thought I could make more mithril weapons, but I apparently only had 12,000 gold, which means that's enough to make. That was enough to make Campbell's weapon. But after talking to the weapon shop owner for as many times as I have, we can now buy several mithril class weapons. We can buy a mithril class lance, the lowest mithril class lance. We can buy a heat axe, which is the lowest axe. We can buy the moonbeam arrow, which is the lowest class regular bow that Bernard would be using. But I'm just out of gold, so I can't do anything with it. So let's go ahead and leave, and we'll egress out of the next fight. But first we have Garrosh. We haven't seen him since Scenario 1. Since Garvin fled Saraband and abandoned us all, the Saraband army has been overcome by despair and disappointment. I share these feelings as well. Since Lord Symbio saved me, I've been able to get my life and my head together. I think that it's now time for me to leave peace behind for now and return to the ways of warfare. Prince Medion and Lord Symbio share the same talent for military genius. I admire their methods. Lord Symbio rescued me, but I was unable to help him in return. I dearly wish to do my part in this war. Yes, we will of course allow Garrosh to join us. Bolzumsek has stirred up rebellion and warfare all over this land. I will take peace back from them. He's kind of a badass. Does he automatically join? No, so I will have to go and switch him out. So we're not going to do anything about that for now, because we've got a good archer in terms of Bernard. I might switch him out for Waltz, simply because his movement is not as impaired. But I mean, I like Waltz. I really do. Waltz is good. And Zero's returned, and General Rogan is with him. And Zero's just looking off into space. Apparently this is a well-known error in this. He's not actually facing the Force, even though he's supposed to be. It's just an odd camera angle. Zero must have been able to get the ship's key back from Fiel. Yes, we got the ship's key because we did the egress trick in Scenario 1. So Zero was able to leave the Symbiote's force and reach me before I sank into the Destonian Sea. Well, this is fantastic. Everyone's just getting spared. Just before I came here, Honesty arrived. Yeah, again, she's mentioning that it's a very top secret, very specific I can't say anything. It sounded interesting. And, of course, General Rogan decides to change the subject. Don't you think it might be better to tell Frank? So, Lord Conrad is dead, because, obviously, at this point, Fial has killed him. His end came when High Priest Fial and the Bullzone sect invaded. And all the people of the Republic will feel the loss just as badly. Yeah, the Republic's in kind of shit condition right now, honestly. And General Braff has revolted as well. So at this point, no, Braff's already been defeated. And the Emperor has left. I know the Republican lords around these parts, they're still bitter about, yeah, because you're a dick. Because you're a dick. So the Emperor now has the remains of Arrwant's army, and they're going to go after Aspia. I want you, General Rogan. No. No. Damn it. Damn it, Rogan. No, we're not going with you. We're gonna go have a sandwich. Yeah, for 20 years he's been obsessed with one thing. He's like a dog with a bone. Be sure not to leave the Emperor's group stranded, remain close to them. Ario Village. That's actually a place we have not heard yet. It has not been mentioned. Even though my brother Jade is the leader of that army, I actually thought Jade was a girl. I was 100% sure Jade was a girl. So, this is one of those instances where depending on what you did in one scenario, it changes. Because we saved Garrosh, we get Garrosh from the Force. If we didn't get Garrosh, Jade would actually join us. And now, because we have Garrosh, we have to fight against Jade. So, it's one of those, if you save them, you get them, but then you also have to fight another potential character. So, yeah. That's awkward. And Jade starts off as a brass gunner, but I don't think Jade is in this fight. Yes, Jade is in this fight. Mega loaders. Those are the brass gunners that I refer to. High priests, we've already dealt with one of them. Giant armor, we know them well enough. Barisal, we remember the Barisal soldiers. A couple of harpies. Then we've also got the NPC force. General Rogan with a bastard sword. Domaric has a battle blade? And 40 HP? What the hell? And then we also have the White Knights. Pretty much the same guards we saw in the last fight. So it seems that Garrosh is in this force. Then it kicked out Arthur, didn't it? Yeah, they kicked out Arthur. So yeah, I'm gonna egress back and fix that. But first of all, let's look at Jade. I really could have swore Jade was female, just by the character picture. But I'm guessing they're saying brother. They must have got that right. Like honestly, if you look at the The character design? Well, I mean, I guess it, yeah, could be a guy. Just with the hair, and the name Jade. Yeah. Even the guide says a he, so I'm just all sorts of wrong on that. Alright, so what we're going to do is we're going to escape. And we're going to switch Garrosh out. Or, well, I'll probably switch Waltz out. I really don't want to, but I just don't really see a good way to do it, because having a centaur on that map, I want Arthur back in, so I mean, I know I'm going to have a centaur that's going to be kind of a drain, but Waltz, well, granted, Waltz now has a considerably extended range, but I would imagine so does Garrosh, so let's go see what they've got equipped respectively, and then we'll go get the item that we couldn't get. Alright, let's transfer. Who are we going to transfer today? We've got Garrosh, who has level 7, 33 HP, movement of 5, attack of 49, defense of 27, agility of 19, luck of 5. What is Waltz's stats? Attack of 58, defense of 31, agility of 21, luck of 6, also movement of 5, and a higher... Yeah. Alright, so we'll... What's Robbie's movement? He's probably going to be affected by the sand as well. Everyone's affected by the freaking sand. We'll unequip the silver ring from Waltz. And give that to Garrosh. I'll keep Garrosh in this fight simply for the fact that it's his brother. Alright, so that's who we'll be going into this fight with. And then we've got the Emperor's force, which just seems ridiculous on so many levels. Like, I don't even get it. I really don't. That just makes no sense to me. Alright, so go back in. So this is not the most entertaining episode, and I apologize for that, because I'm at 18 minutes, and all I've done is wander around town. It's the only downside to LPing role-playing games. Sometimes you just have kind of a boring moment that's just, eh. Alright. Let's go through the door that didn't want to let me out the last time. I was hoping that with Honesty leaving that it already happened, but we had to trigger the event so that they could come out of the castle and we can join with them to go take back whatever Republic territory they want. Alright, so in this room is a treasure chest, and this is one of the more hidden items. Find the Wendigo wand. Who uses wands? Both of them use rods. That means, and we don't want to give it to her because she already has it. So we're going to be selling that bitch. It was listed as the Cardus wand, and I didn't realize they were the same thing. So that's a useless item, except for money, which might give us enough money to make a mithril weapon for Bernard. So, we'll see. We will see. I will probably do that off-screen, because again, taking the time to make a mithril weapon is a pain in the ass. Like, if I was a lot more anal about it, I'd still be working on it, because I've only gotten the second tier weapons for everyone. Now some of the second tier weapons I go for, like the dragon arrow versus the breaker arrow. So yeah, little different there. Alright, yeah, I'll show you all the items that we can now buy as far as the deals. Rod, wand that we've already had, Onks that we already have, Gale Lance, which is also the Nelson Lance, depending on what you look at. Support level 2 if used, that's its only function. Heat Axe, Fire Resist plus 10, Blaze level 2 if used. Moonlight Arrow, Special Attack, Berserk level 1 if used and regains 3 HP. Berserk is useless because remember you lose control of the character. So we don't really want to deal with that. But we will sell the Wendigo one for 15,000. That is more than enough. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and sell it because the only person that I'd use it on would be Uryudo. So I'm gonna sell that. So yeah, I'll be back in the next installment, and I'll have a mithril weapon for Bernard. So yeah, till then, later everyone.